What's up, Wretched Nation? We are on the way to my buddy's house. We're taking the truck, but we hope to switch out his handlebars on his street glide. He's got 8 hangers right now, and we're going to switch it over to T-bars. Now, he was off today, so I'm trying to get there in time. I know that he's obviously going to work on this before I can get there. I think he's got the bike completely stripped down and maybe the new bar is wired, but he was waiting for the adapter plate to come in today. It has come in. Hopefully he's not too far along. I would like to document some of this, but I don't blame him. If it was my bike, I would be chomping at the bit to get it back together and go for a ride. But we're switching from apes to T-bars. I drove the truck because I got a jack in the back, and we're gonna hopefully jack the back of the bike up a little bit to get to that rear fender T-bar light fixture. I forget what they call it, but if we pop that off, we can unbolt the reflector and just clean the back end a little bit. But we'll get there, see where he's at. He sent me a bunch of pictures, so we'll talk to him, see what he's done, and I'll insert some of the pictures and show him what we've done. But I'm excited to see what this thing looks like and definitely ride it once we get the T's on it. Alright guys, we couldn't get here in time before he almost did everything. I don't blame him, but we got the bike almost put back together, just a few pieces, but that's the bar he took off. That came on the bike, and this is what he's got now. Nice little T-bars. With the street glide, if you're not aware, you have to run an adapter plate because the triple tree is actually back in here. So you run a plate that's going to pull you out, and you put a riser up, and then you put whatever bars you want. That's pretty cool. We still got to put everything back together. There's a couple other things we're probably going to do. But I mean, it looks pretty good. Haven't ridden it or anything.
So the first thing we did was we did the CVO flash to delete the ignition switch. Did everything as electronic now. Just want to remove everything off the forks. Take the passing lights and off all that. Where they go. The turn signals. Drop the fairing down. Then you don't have to move the tank. A lot of people are taking the tanks off. I didn't have to do that. Then you can get to the bars. Take the top bushings out. Take off the top clamp and everything from the stock album, and basically put on the pullback plate. It pulls the triple tree back 2.5 inches to clear your navigation, and then it moves it also 1 inch up. So instead of having a 10-inch riser, you got an 11-inch riser, and then the Biltwell tracker bar, so the low style's got 2.5 inches of bend, and everything bolted up nice and easy, honestly.
It's pretty cool. So how much height do we have here technically?
Doesn't matter.
Well, what's the overall? You got 1.5 inches on the right, 1.5 inches on the plate.
Yep.
And then you got
10 inches on the risers.
10-inch risers.
And then 2.5 inch bar.
2.5 inch bar. Okay. So it's like a 12.5.
It'd be 1.5 inches plus 10 is 11.5.
So 14.
Plus 2.5. Yep. 14 inch.
14 inches. Okay. So 14 inch, basically. From there to here, I don't know how that equates to if you had apes. But what apes did you have? Were they 14s?
They're 12-inch KST Customs.
The 12-inch.
The meat hooks, and they sat above the fairing completely, and they were ugly and had 2.5 inches of play on the ends. As tight as it gets, even with the set screws, they got 2.5 inches of play, and that's not fun.
Yeah, but also when he put this plate on, it had solid bushings. So this thing is not going to move. I am excited to kind of ride this and definitely want to do a full ride and review on it. Wish I could have got here sooner, but I had some stuff I had to take care of. He was off today, so he kind of got lucky. We did kind of notice when he took this off, we don't see an amp anywhere in here, because I think this is all factory. And his radio is actually a lot louder than stock, so I'm guessing the speakers have been replaced or something. That's kind of surprising. I was fully expecting to see an amp in there. So that's kind of cool, I guess, because I guess if you want it to be louder, it can be louder. Yeah, from what he said, it didn't take a whole lot of work. So definitely a lot easier than what we ended up doing with my bars.
Yep, a 55 foot-pound.
You can probably do it from this side too.
Oh, wait, which way is loose?
Why do you loose your lefty side?
Let me loose.
That's the wrong way. I was joking.
You made me second guess myself.
It's alright.
55.
Alright, that's how you said you wanted to check these.
These would be the same. All right, well, before I don't want to loosen that up. So which way is left? So
right there. All right, so luckily we did make some mistakes, and we forgot to put this piece on. It's basically like a lower valance piece, kind of fits up in there. The biggest thing to remember is after you get the turn signals off, you got this like bolt and thread here. You got to take that off, and this actually goes up inside there. We are very lucky not to break this trying to get it to fit on, but once we get this back on, we'll be able to put the front fairing back on, because we just threw the front fairing on and realized we forgot that piece. Tried to slide it on there, and then realized that was a big mistake. So we're getting there, almost done. Out with the old, in with the new. Alright, the first ride attempt's a fail. Let's push it back in.
forward, Steve.
Oh. We didn't make it very far. I love how you started the bike up for no reason.
Oh man, that was a good ride.
Alright, let's figure out what's wrong. Alright, so we looked at some of the codes. We were able to delete all the ones for the Speedo and the BCM. The ones for the BCM and the Speedo were deleted. The ECM, however, were not. We got a couple different codes. We think it's got something to do with throttle tube, and we're trying to figure that out now. But it's pretty easy if you don't know how to. Your bike will actually tell you your codes. You just, with the bike completely off, you hold down your tripometer button and you put your bike into the run position. Usually you have a run button here, but since this is has a CVO delete, you have the button up here. But hopefully we'll figure this out. Alright, so the grips were fine. They were exactly where they were supposed to be. We did notice that little half moon shape. We thought that was the problem, but there's actually teeth. You probably can't tell. There's teeth on the inside of there to catch this. We thought that was the issue, is that the grips were wrong, but actually these connectors here are a little loose. I didn't know that, but Justin had said that they're a little loose and they're not wanting to stay on. So they were actually had come apart in the bar. So that's hopefully our issue. So we're going to try to figure out what the issue is with this, because it's not wanting to go together. And once we figure that out, hopefully the bike will run. All right, we're figuring this out the hardest way possible. But the very first plug you saw us mess with, it was a black plug. That was unplugged when we took everything apart. We knew that was unplugged. And come to find out, we don't need it. I do believe that's the heated grip wire. He doesn't have heated grips. Doesn't really plan to go for heated grips, so it doesn't really matter. The other wire that I did not see, there's a green plug. That's what I thought the heated grip wire was, but that's your throttle wire. So found out, sure enough, that was unplugged. I do believe the wiring is kind of at its max with this bar setup. It's pretty close. It'll work. He didn't have stock bars, so I would assume this is like an extended cable. I don't know. But we're pretty much at our limit. Somehow, some way, it got unplugged, whatever, didn't get plugged back in. I don't know. But it didn't get pulled back and plugged in. So we just tested everything. All the codes cleared. So we're putting everything back together and we'll be all right. All right, we're gonna try this again. I think we got everything straight.
Good fucking gnarly, dude.
You like it?
Dude, yeah, I just scraped the fuck out of the floorboards going around the roundabout. It's nice, dude. It rides like a whole different bike. I guess so, mount it.
Yep. Alright guys, we got the bike together. We're on our way to dinner. I'm driving the truck, he's taking the bike. I didn't feel like riding in the back with him. But it's kind of funny, we kind of had to do mostly everything twice, having some issues and not really knowing the issues. We, I don't know, just had to do everything the hard way. And that's fine, you learn better that way. It's, you know, harder when you're dumb. But bars look great. He went on a little test ride, he loves them. I hopped on the bike, went down the street and back, and I think they're amazing. I do want to get the bike from him. Maybe after a couple days or so, I'd like to borrow the bike and actually put some miles on it and go on some twisties and whatnot. But honestly, that bike handles amazing. Way better than my Road Glide now. And I think a lot of that's to do with when he got the plate, he's got the solid bushings. I didn't even think about it when I did my handlebar setup. I've still got the stock bushings in there, and that bar flexes back and forth. When you hit it and you're holding on to the bar, and you know you do a shift change or whatever, that bar kind of just wobbles back and forth. I wish I would have done the harder bushings. I mean, I still can do that. I can do the solid bushings, but I don't know. After feeling his bars, I kind of really dig the T-bar setup. Yeah, I wish mine was like an inch and a half lower on my particular bike, but I'm digging it. I'm super happy with the way it came out. Even all the little hiccups we had, they were pretty much all self-induced. But that's all right. That's how you live and learn. We're headed to dinner now. Head to a little local spot, getting some pizza. So we'll see you there.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely throwing that bitch over.
Alright guys, we made it home. I didn't really film in the restaurant because as we went in, we realized they were almost getting ready to close. I think they were like 20-25 minutes before they closed. This local little pizza shop type of deal where you order by the slice. So just got some quick pizza. I don't even think they charged one of us for one of our meals. I guess maybe they throw out what pizza's left over at the end of the night, and they kind of just gave it to us, so that was kind of nice. But had a great time. After that, we didn't even realize how late it was getting. But after that, me and my buddy just split up. I decided to go home. He went home. It was nice to get a shower. Considering how the handlebars went on my bike, that was actually somewhat okay. That would have been a very quick job and done if those wires hadn't come apart. And we didn't think that was the case. You know, we put everything back together, and I guess just pulling on the wires, maybe they hadn't been clipped in all the way. So he definitely rode it, and it seemed to do pretty fine going to dinner and back. So no issues there. I think the bike looks great. And I know it rides great. I took it around the block. My GoPro shut off, but I took it around the block, and I'm excited to actually ride it for a little bit and see how it is. But nonetheless, we got it done. It kind of seems like we never fail to fail. Lots of issues that were just our own fault, And, you know, as we're going through, we're just like, hey, this is what we think it is. Hey, oh, you know what? This is wrong. No, we're wrong. And that's okay. That's how things happen. That's how you learn. Usually, if you have to do the same thing 2 or 3 times, you'll actually remember it and you'll learn from it. So I appreciate you checking out the video. Definitely going to have to do a review on it, on that specific bike. But please like this video. Please comment down below. What do you think of the T-bars on the Street Glide? Definitely comment down below. What do you think about it? But as always, keep it wretched.